Hello and welcome back to Returns Outlet Simulator. Get that ready because I might buy another checkout. So we've got 3 checkouts. Not sure yet. I'm not sure I even want to be playing this game at the minute. I'm over in the UK and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up with banging headache. But I didn't post yesterday because it was shopping day yesterday and me being an unfit as what I am, I had to walk just over 2 miles yesterday and my back's sore, my body's sore, but I've got to see if I can at least try and get a video done. 18 grand, you can have it, mate. I ain't paying 18 grand for that. And we've got nothing here that I want. or 38. One saying that, yeah, I don't think there's anything that I want to buy. I don't want to do orders. Right, we've got just over a minute in the top left to our next auction. We need to buy, hopefully if we can't get it today, we need to buy a fair few pallets so we can try and get all these empty shelves filled. Obviously I've filled all these out and now I just need to actually fill them. But my other plan is also to do what I've been doing and gone back to, and that's no items under sort of like the £100, even though I do put a few out at 80. But yeah, 80 to £100 and up. And please, if you don't mind, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave any comments down below. Really do me a favour, especially with YouTube's algorithm. Start getting my videos noticed a bit more out there. See if we can get this. I have a feeling it's going to be a shit one, or it's going to be some broken items on this pallet, I reckon. Alright, let's go have a look, see what we got. Say £6 it cost us. Well, straight away, all the playing cards can go in the fucking bin. All the drafts, or as the Americans would call it, checkers. Not even going to worry about them. Chuck all that in there for the XP. Get rid of all the crap. And what we got down here? Ornamental. I don't think we can fix that. Chuck that there. Right. Yes, it was a all B grade. We'll chuck a few puzzles out, or at least I think they're puzzles. Oh no, it's a board game. Wasn't worth what, yeah, 6 grand. I think we got our money back just. Yes, I know that I could have put them all on a different shelf, but that's not the way Unity works. At least the way I remember, that's not the way Unity works. Put them there, put that one up there. And the last box, what we got? More dinosaurs. Yep. Right, let's break that down. Break all of that down. Call that a day. 37,000 after expenses. Any auctions we want mixed? Nope. Photography AB? Nope. We'll buy the home electronics. buy the mixed. We'll buy the small one. Get all these put out. Scrap them. That just paid for that pallet. Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, the way Unity does its thing is as a customer walks in, it does a roll. That roll determines how many shelves it will look at, and then as they get up to the shelf, it will roll again to see how many items it will pick off of how many different shelves. I could be wrong. If anyone knows, then please let me know in the comments if I'm right, but from what I remember a few years ago, that's how it works. I probably am wrong, but well, that's this pallet more or less paid for. There's 13 grand right there. Well, there's 15,000 in the hand right now. And I think this is the one that I paid 10,000 for. Don't know why you'd pack tennis balls with fucking cameras. So that was 17,000 just in cameras. So that pallet more than paid for itself. That's probably going to be chargers or batteries. Sports accessories, there's going to be balls, there'll be more balls, and balls to you computer, fuck off, not interested. Ooh, computers, could be something decent, nice. So there's another Right, £1,800. We'll put 2 there, we'll put 1 down there, put 1 up there. Yeah, that's why, you know, the way I'm doing it, trying to only have items like the expensive items out, is you're maximising your profits on the way Unity does its rolls for what the people are going to buy and how many they're going to buy. So if they get told, or the AI rolls, that they're going to go and look at 5 different shelves, and then when they get to them shelves they're going to buy 4 items off that shelf or row of shelves, then I'd rather them spending £400 on them 4 shelves than having 4 £20 or £30 items. Because obviously 400 is better than 80. Obviously, if any of you are playing the game, then you play it your way. That's what gaming's meant to be about. Play the game your way. Whatever you find gives you the most fun. I had a friend round last night helping me with a few analytics on my channel, and I've noticed that I've got a lot of American viewers that watch my videos. So I'm hitting not a bad audience. I just wish more of you would tell your friends about me so I can try and get more subscribers and see if I can hit 1,000 subscribers. It'd be nice to do it in the next few months if possible. With your help, I think we could do that by the end of the year. We're already halfway through the year. Just over halfway through the year. So I reckon by the end of the year we could get this, you could help get this channel and get me up to 1,000 subscribers. Well, I don't sell these, they get scrapped because they're shit, they're not worth the money, they're not worth the money, they're not worth the money. I hope there's something decent on this, yeah, they're not worth the money. Oh, and as you can see in the bottom right, I pick items up now. Bottom right corner, it tells me if I want to scrap them, what components I'll get out of them. Oh, don't want them on there. Where did that other one go? There. And we've got left one. Put that there for a minute. a shop while we're putting the last few items out. Yeah, I was gonna say they're probably shit. And what we got here? Kitchen appliances, they're going in the scrap. Small electronics, scrap. Scrap. They can go out. I'll put them down there. And last lot of phone. Oh, smartwatches. They can go out up the back. Up there. They can go down there. That can go down there. Any other phones? Right, let's sit back and see what we can do for the rest of the day. See if we can earn some decent money. Let's go and check our components. Are we low on anything? 33 processors, 50 network cards, 49 graphics cards. Yeah, we're doing alright. Is it worth taking the yeah. We'll buy the components pallet just because we can, and I might do a day where we just buy all C grade and maximise pure profit, but it means a boring part of the video because it'll be just me just fixing all the items. But the profits at the end of it will be a lot. .64 processors, 62 network cards, 79 graphics cards. That's better. Be nice if I could get them three up to 100 of each. Oh, and some capacitors. Oh, I wish my head would stop banging. I went to bed at midnight. I've been awake since about 4:30. So I've only 4.5 hours sleep. I just feel like crap. Cheapskate, $50. Is that it? What do you want, cat? What? What? You've got about 4 hours. You've got about 3 hours till your breakfast. So no, I'm not going to get up and give you it now. You have your breakfast between 8:30 and 9:30. You're not getting it now. But if I give it to you now, you're going to want something else to eat about 1 o'clock. No. Can't afford to feed you more than... No. You get biscuit, and you've always got biscuit down, but your meat, I can't afford to give you more than 1 lot of meat a day. You know that. Maybe when I start earning out of playing games and get more subscribers, they can pay for you to eat more. So maybe they can pay for me to eat more. And then I get more fatter than what I am. Yeah. Yeah, she wanted vinyl records. Yeah, tough shit, woman. If you don't like what I'm selling in there, there's the door. Fuck off back out. I don't care. You still brought something, didn't you? Yeah, cheapskate, you only spent £85. Oh, Debs, I know you probably won't ever watch this, but it would be handy if you could change currencies. It'd make it look like I got... I don't know what the exchange rate is at the minute. But I'd rather be looking at that saying I've got... I believe it'd be less. Right, anybody left in the shop? Yeah, a few. £4 grand, thank you, come again, have a nice day, tell your friends. £800, thank you, have a good day, tell your friends, see you later, bye. And you, have a good day, tell your friends, tell them to come back to Paddy's Empire. We're nearly quarter of the way there to becoming a millionaire. After expenses, 16 grand, yeah, not a bad day. We've had better. Not interested. Ooh, computers and consoles. A C grade. That's a lot of repairs. But we'd probably get it for cheap. Should we take a chance, people? Let's see what we can get it for. What time's that? 11. And what we got on here? We've got a 26,000 and a 21,000. So we'll buy both of them. And that raise, so we'll put them straight out. I can already see a nice bit of money on the photography. That could be speakers. Get rid of all the zoomies. There might be more zoomies. We've got cat bones. Bones that are having zoomies. Alright, what we got? Smartphones, smartphones, smartphones. Yeah, we've definitely made a killing on this pallet. Even at 450 each, there's going to be what? 21 phones. There's 9 grand just in phones in my hand at the minute. And there's another 15, another 1,500. Uh, 20 is another 10 grand. So, yep. So 5,300, 10,600 plus another 2 grand. That's like another 12 grand just gone out. They can all get scrapped. Smartwatches. There's another, what, 1,500. So definitely made a killing on that pallet. Another 1,600. What's that? Oh, kettles or microwaves. Coffee machines. Put one there, put 3 down there. And put 3 there, 1 up there. We can put a couple out there. Put a few what? There's another 5.5 grand. Oh, there's just 5.5 grand. There's another 5,600. Don't know what that Tamagotchi's doing back there. Let's put the Tamagotchi down there. There's another 11 grand. There's another 7 grand. Put a couple there. A few down there. Put a couple up there. Another 1,600. Put a couple there. A couple there. And a few there. Open the shop. How many more upgrades have we got? What can we buy? Shop expansion. 128,000 for another 40 square meters. Another 96,000 for another 48 square meters. Personally, I don't think we need a bigger warehouse than this. Where would the warehouse come out to? The warehouse would probably come out this way, maybe, because it can't come back anymore. Well, it can come back a little bit more, and I believe the shop will come out here, and then I'm not sure if it's in yet, but I know there was something being said about a second floor. So then you'll have ground floor, first floor. Although everyone nowadays says first floor, second floor. But that's just fucking stupid. How can this be the first floor? If ground floor is floor 1, why do elevators or lifts have a button labelled G for ground, so that you know you're on the ground floor going up. So ground floor, first floor, second floor. So on this building it'd be ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. Wouldn't go first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. That'd be stupid. If that was the car, I can't get to it. Otherwise, look at this building. You're looking at what? First floor, second floor, third floor, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth floor. No, ground. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. At least that's the way I see it. Hello. Let's see what this little pallet for 2,000 is. Okay, so scrap. All of that is scrap. There's 2,100, so that's the pallet paid for. Well, another level up. Don't need to spend the point. What have we got here? Yep. Pallet definitely paid for itself. Right, go on there. That could go on recycle, recycle. Not one of them. And another two of them. Oh, I really hope that my friend who came round yesterday was on the tail end of having a virus or something. I hope he hasn't given me his virus. Well, apparently he was quite ill with it. No, I hope this isn't what he had. And it's very rare that I ever get headaches. Like, very rare. And My head is just throbbing on both sides, on my temples, going back. But yeah, again, I know you might get sick of hearing it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I only do that because, like I said before, YouTube says that I should, you know, for the length of videos I do, I should be putting quite a few alerts out about it. I'm actually into double figures on subscribers now, with a whole 11. I just might need to start cranking out some more videos at the weekend, maybe. Right, let's see, did we profit at the end of the day once everybody's out? I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, nice. Cheers, mate. 2,600. You can come back. You can fuck off, you cheapskate. 230 fucking pound. Fuck off. Cheers, mate. Come again. Tell your friends. Cheers, mate. Come again. Tell your friends. Quick check in the shop. Right, no more people. Did we profit for the day? Only 3 grand. But 3 grand is better than no grand. Right, anything at auction? Nope. And anything here? Well, we're going to buy that. We're going to buy that. Might as well buy that. So we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. And let's chance it. Let's buy a mixed. Oh god, just get all these fucking balls before I start rolling all over the fucking shop. Fucking balls. Let's get all these pen drives. Fucking them off. Let's go get all the hair clippers. Any more? Let's get them out on the shelves. Let's scrap the kettles. A few zoomies. Zoom, 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 zoom. And what we got there? Whatever. That scrapped. Well, don't know where that just came from, but that can go down there. Don't need it. Scrap. Security cameras. speakers, expensive speakers. What's that? A microwave, coffee machine. I'll put them up there. Don't even think it's worth selling these, but we'll put one up there, one up there, one up there, one up there. And again, we'll put two up there, two up there, two there. Coffee machine, we'll put up there. What we got in this one? Photography. Break that down, break that down, break that down. That, 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 that. Let's get all these boxes open. See if we can get one in from the side. Yes. Alright, let's have a look. Scrap. 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 Good. 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 So that pallet's paid for itself. Without even looking, I can tell it's paid for itself. There's just under £5,000. What, 4,800. And another 6,000. Another £6,500. And then another 7/8 of 56. So there's another £5,500, just over. Including what's left, there's another like what, 5. So there's another £4,000. So that was £10,000. And one shitty CCTV camera, we'll put that there. And what we got on there? Fucking pen drives. Extension, oh, flashlight, sorry, I thought they were extension leads then. Some more zoomies. Nice. Oh, nice. smartwatches, 1500. Didn't mean to knock all that down. Oh, load of shit. And more smartwatches. Oh no, Xperias. Sorry. Xenias. I reckon these are meant to be like the Sony Xperia. More smartwatches. What we got here? Well, routers. Smartwatches. Routers. More shit. And yes, I can say it both ways because, you know, I used to be dual nationality, American, British. My dad was American, my mum English, but I'm a full British citizen as of my 18th birthday, which was a long time ago. Right. Well, I'm an old fart, I am. But you can probably tell that by my voice, that I'm quite old. What we got? Headphones normally sell quite well. Speakers normally sell well. We'll put them out. We'll put one down there, one down there, one up there, one up there. Open the store. Break down that last pallet. Chuck that in there. I think the next upgrade will on the warehouse will probably get us up to 12 loading bays. But it takes long enough to put 3 or 4 pallets out. Again, I don't like taking painkillers. Not if I don't have to, but my head is sore. I've got such an headache, it's unbelievable. I must have some painkillers somewhere. Where are you? Yes, I'm looking for my painkillers. I need to get up for a minute, see if I can find them, cat. Yeah, if I can find them on my messy table. What? Oh, I'm looking for painkillers. Shut up. I've got a headache. I'm listening to you. Meow, meow, meow. I like my painkillers. Nope. Where's my painkillers, cat? Not that you're going to answer me, but I should have some somewhere. There they are. them painkillers sort my head out in half hour, 40 minutes. If not, I'm going to have to wait until about 8:30, phone my friend and ask him if headaches is one of the symptoms that he had. If so, I'll have to let him know that, yeah, thanks, I think I've got your virus. Shop equipment, tools, buy another 5 knives. Oh, the last few people in the shop are tools, any copy, paste. Right, anyone else in the shop? No, no, no. Right, did we profit at the end of the day? Yeah, we still made 50 grand, 15 grand. So, we're getting there. Slowly, guys, but we're getting there. Not interested, not interested, not interested. I'll take that. We'll take that. I hope they were both A's. A, yep. This is what, 10,400. So there's 3,200. There's another 2,200. So that's what, 4.5 grand. Oh, there we go. There's another 8 grand. No, that was another 10 grand that just went out. We just about covered cost on that one. And yeah, if you haven't watched one of my previous videos, I think it was episode 5, I made a killing because I brought an ABC pallet, and by the time I'd done all the repairs, I don't know how much I earned, but it was a decent pallet. Get these walkie-talkies out. We've got a couple down there, a few up there. One down there. rid of all of that crap. Crap. Get rid of all of that crap. I haven't had any games for a while, so it's nice to get a few games back out. Well, that pallet's paid for itself. Oh, 7/8 of 56, so there's just over 5 grand. And there's like 11 grand. That was just over 12 grand in lenses. Electric scooters and microwaves. So yeah, that pallet paid for itself. We'll put one there, we'll put one there, we'll put one down there, we'll put one there, we'll put one up there. We'll put one there, we'll put one down there, we'll put one there. And we'll put one there, one there, one there, one there. They're not worth it. We'll put them there. I really might have to go back to bed soon and see if I can get rid of this headache. I might play for another 25 minutes till 7 AM my time and go to bed. See if I can get rid of this headache. Oh. And again, as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave any comments down below. Let me know if there's any other games. You know, you can go look through my videos. There's one called my Steam library. Have a watch of that. See if there's any games on the list that you want to see me play. I know somebody asked for Russian Fishing 4. And I said I would play it, but last time I played that game I rage quit because I was playing a fish for 3 hours real time, lost it 10 foot from the net, and then literally the next day I had another fish on. Like, they were both big fish. I believe they might have been sturgeon. And again, you know, the day after I was playing a fish for just over 4 hours real time and lost that literally as I picked the rod up and pulled the fish's head out the water. I went to put the net out, snap, lost the fish right at the net, and that was it. I rage quit, didn't play the game, and haven't played the game for 3 years now. Because there's nothing worse, even in real life, of playing a fish for that long and then losing it right at the net. It was like, no. And happening twice in 2 days. That 3 hours and 4 hours. You know, that's 7 hours of my life I'm not going to get back. And you might enjoy it with me playing that and then raging at the end of it, and swearing and all of that. I don't like that. I just like to play games to chill out, have a bit of fun. I am looking for some other people to maybe friend me on Steam. I like playing golf with your friends. You know, on a Wednesday and Sunday in the evening I have friends come round mine visiting, and that's what we normally play, either Worms, WMD, or golf with your friends, which is just like crazy golf, but we're just like messing around. I just brought that Super Battle Golf last week or the week before, but I've only got 2 friends that have also got the game, and I just want to start having a laugh and just playing around and getting back into games, to play games for fun, not just playing the games for YouTube. You know, 2012 when I used to play Neverwinter, I played Neverwinter from day one of beta. I missed the alpha for Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter. I missed the alpha play test, managed to get in for the beta, so I was in the day one beta testing for, I believe it was about 6 months before they went live. I went through all the live launch. Got one of the unique titles, which basically I believe the title is catastrophic, because I was one of the very few people that survived the server wipe, because they looked through my account and see that I wasn't running and I wasn't doing the glitch in the market, so I wasn't, I was, believe me, there's not many people that survived the wipe out of all of us that were playing, but I survived the wipe, kept all my characters, kept all my goods. At one point I had quite a big guild going in the game, probably of about 75 to 100 plus people that I was running, and then I was playing that game until about 2015, maybe 2016, but I used to play that game over, I believe it was about 3 or 4 different accounts and each account had multiple players, and I think the main account had about 10 or 12 different characters on it. Basically 2 of every race, or sorry, 2 of every class. I had a male and female of each class, and looking at the time on most of them, it would be like 400 hours, 300 hours, 300 hours, 400 hours. Oh, sorry about that. Got something stuck in my throat at the minute. Right, did we profit on that one today? Yep, 35 grand. I think we're going to bid on that one. Computers and consoles. I don't think we can have a look at it. No, we can. A lot of games. All the mice will get scrapped. Couple microphones. Keyboards will get scrapped. The games will get put out on the shelves. These, I can't remember which ones. These might be the expensive ones at 550 a pair. There's 2 grand possibly. They're 100 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 grand. That'll probably go for about 15 grand up. Photography, we'll flag that. So 3 PM, 11 AM, toys and hobbies I'm not interested in. What we got? Computers and consoles, A, B grade, 13 grand or 14 grand. I don't think we'll buy that. So this day is just going to be more about these auctions. Seeing if I can pull a good deal on the auctions. Back up to 5 stars. Oh, my head is still killing. It's still banging. I now feel like I've got something stuck in my throat. I hate being ill because then that's time that I haven't got to be making videos for my channel, and that's not the way I want to go because I'm trying to build my channel up and not drive everyone away. I normally have a rule with all my friends that if they're ill, don't come round until at least, 5 to 7 days after you're better. That way I know you're still not carrying the virus to pass on to me. When COVID first hit, me and myself and about 10 or 11 friends, because I used to have a lot of people come round my flat because we used to play Magic the Gathering from 6 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday evening right the way through until 4 or 5 o'clock Monday morning. So a good 10 to 12 hour session of just playing Magic the Gathering. And before it was known as COVID, we all came down with it, and a lot of my friends were out for anywhere from 10 days up to 14 days. Most of them were over it. Me, I had it from middle of November when we all came down with it, right the way through until the new year. I believe I had it about 12 or 13 weeks. I had to have my friends coming round, dropping stuff at the doorstep, checking on me, shopping for me. I wasn't eating a lot, so I lost, I went from 7 stone, which is what, 98 pounds, and I dropped down to about 80 pound in that 12 or 13 weeks. Felt like dying because I literally couldn't smell anything, couldn't taste anything, couldn't get out of bed other than to answer the door, and then it would be straight back into bed. I had the heating on full blast. I was under 3 quilts trying to sweat it out, and I still ended up having it for 13 weeks. Finally, in the 13th week, my fever and all that finally broke. And then, I finally got over it. It still took me about another 3 months after that to get my weight back up to 8 stone, which is what, 112 pounds. And then it wasn't until I stopped smoking in June 23, I stopped smoking. So I've just celebrated 3 years of giving up smoking. And over the course of the last 3 years, I've gone from 112 pound up to 180 pound, 182 pound. So I've put on 70 pound over 3 years, just through giving up smoking. I just gave up smoking tobacco for eating food. Like I say, you give up one addiction and you take up another. But don't get me wrong, all the time I was smoking, I wasn't eating. I just, oh, I missed one of my auctions. Never mind. Too busy chatting to you lot, which is fine. I think in the last 6 years since COVID has been named COVID, I've had it about another 2, maybe 3 times in the last 6 years. And I'm an anti-vaxxer just because I I don't believe in trying to clear somebody's guilty conscience for releasing the virus, and you know, that and the fact that ever since a young child and having a needle break in my arm and having to be pinned down while the doctors tried to get the tip of the needle back out my arm, I really haven't liked having injections. So it's not that I didn't want the jabs. Well, I didn't want the jabs. It was more, I just really don't like needles. Don't like them anywhere near me. A lot of my friends all had to have the jabs, but they were basically told that if they didn't have the jabs, then they weren't going to get to see their grandkids, which I think is a bit mean. But you know, at the end of the day, family's family. But yeah, I didn't want the vaccine, and all my friends have had COVID at least. God, anywhere from 5 to 10 more times in the last 6 years. And I know a few of them after their jabs, their arm still hurts, even though they haven't had a jab in the last 2 or 3 years. Their arm still hurts where they had the jab. And yeah, I'm just glad I didn't have the stupid jab. It got made too quick. Or at least I think it got made too quick. There wasn't hardly any tests done on it. It was just make it, tell everybody it's what they need, give it to them. And I don't agree with that. It's not the way it's not the way vaccines should be done. Especially when you heard about when the first round of it came out, all of them young people, you know, sort of like in their 20s to mid-20s, all dying of heart attacks, even though, you know, a lot of them were athletes. Bit weird how after they had their first lot of jabs, they all started coming down with viruses and being ill and dying. Yes, as you might guess from that, I'm a conspiracy theorist. That comes from a young age of being told by my father not to believe everything I read and out to read in between the lines. So yeah. I would like to know if any of you are out there that watch these, what are your views on aliens and UFOs? Do you believe? Do you not believe? Ooh, 35,000 for one pallet. Oh, shame that wasn't a. Now, have any of you ever seen any weird things in the sky that you can't explain? I'll be honest, I have. From a young age, I've seen some weird shit in the sky that I can't explain, and that hasn't been explained. First time was probably when I used to live in New Mexico. I must have been about 6, maybe 7 years old. See something in the sky, I didn't know what it was. I believe in about 1983, maybe 84. A few years after coming back to England, see a massive, again, don't know what it was, but this thing was huge, and we were all together as a family, so my dad see it, my mum see it, both my sisters see it, we had a couple of aunts and uncles with us, they see it. None of us could say what it was. I don't remember, I can remember seeing it, and then literally don't know how much time passed, and then the next thing I remember is we're all in the bowling alley, 10-pin bowling. Don't remember how we got there, so I've got missing time. I've seen a few since I've lived in the UK. I think I've seen a total of about maybe 6 things that I just cannot explain. And one of my old friends who I don't talk to anymore, he was a non-believer until one night I'd popped up to see a friend. He'd given me a lift because I don't drive, and he'd given me a lift round to another friend's because I had to drop a PC off for repair before I learned how to do all my repairs and build on my own. And when I came out, he was just looking at something at the top of the road coming down towards us, and then we ended up standing there watching it. And yeah, we just, to this day, I don't know what it was. It was just a big orange ball about maybe 100 foot, 150 foot in diameter going across. It was one constant orange glow. It was going against the wind, and it was literally, as it went over our head, as we turned round and it got to the end of the road, it was gone. It didn't go up, down, left, right, it just vanished, gone. So that freaked him out, and then after that he started believing in UFOs, and that was the first time he'd ever seen anything like that. So he went from a non-believer to, what the fuck was that? So that done his head in. And the latest I see was probably about 3, maybe 4 months ago, a bit earlier this year. And yep, I just see 4 lights hovering in the sky about 6 miles away on the horizon, and I was watching them for about 5-6 minutes. They weren't moving, they were just there. And then I came into the house to grab my phone. Well, I live in a little flat. Came in, grabbed my phone, went outside, and they were now red. They'd changed colour, and then as I pulled my phone up to go and start recording it, they all just disappeared again. They didn't go up, down, left or right, they just vanished. And it was like, okay, I don't know what that was. So always watch the skies, people, because there's some weird shit out there. I've always been a believer, like I've just said, from a young age I've been a believer. A few of you might not like what I'm about to say next, but I'm not a believer in God, because again, from a young age of about 8-9 years old, I actually got kicked out of Sunday school, because a lot of you might know, might not know, through the 80s, a lot of us kids were sort of like made to go to Sunday school, because Sunday mornings were mum and dad's time, get rid of the kids. So me and my two sisters had to go to Sunday school, and yes, at about 8 or 9 years old, my mum and dad got called into a Sunday school and got told that I was disrupting the class and the other kids. They were starting to not believe. So, yep, I got banned from going to Sunday school anymore, which didn't bother me because it meant my two sisters on a Sunday morning had to go to Sunday school. I was allowed to just go out and play. You know, my mum and dad didn't have a go at me. They was just like, well, okay. Now, don't get me wrong, I was christened and baptised, but, well, I'm not a sheep, sorry to say. Because if you believe in God, which I don't hold it against anybody, but if you believe in God, then you're a sheep. And unfortunately, there's 7 billion sheep on this planet, and I'm a wolf. I don't believe in being controlled. And at the end of the day, the Bible, the Bible's all about control, and religion is all about control. Do as we say, don't do as we do. And for me, I figured that out at a young age. I don't have a lot of friends in real life anymore since I split up with my ex-partner, just over 10 years ago now, 2013, like September 2013. Me and my partner, who'd been together like just nearly 16 years, split up. I don't really, I suffer with anxiety and depression, and unfortunately women are one of my triggers for my anxiety. Not all women, just about 90% of them. I can't stand a lot of the women nowadays because they're all just dirty little sluts nowadays. Mid to late 20s already slept with like 50 or more men, and it's like, you're just a dirty little hoe. And then nowadays they wonder why they're still single at like 30 years old, when the man finds out they've already slept with more than 50 to 150 men, and it's like, who wants to be with a woman that's had that many pricks on them? Sorry, not me. I want nourishment, not punishment. I believe in equality. I treat a woman the same way I treat a man. If a woman hits me, she better expect to get hit back. Doesn't bother me. I'm going to treat her the way she treats me, and if she hits me, as long as she hits me first, then yeah, I'm going to hit back. I wouldn't let a man hit me and get away with it. Why am I going to let a woman hit me and get away with it? They want equality, that's what they fought for. But it seems a lot of women are like, oh, equality when it suits them. And that's not the way it should be. If you can give it, you should be able to take it. It's the way I was brought up. speak to people the way you want to be spoken to and treat people the way you want to be treated. Unfortunately, that's just not the way the world works. Not with everybody anyway. If it did, the world would be a lot better. I'll make this the last day. No, I'm going to have to go back to bed because my headache's not getting any better. Painkillers should start kicking in another 10-15 minutes. But at the minute it's just getting worse. It was just going down the side of my head. Now it's spreading from the sides up to the top. Getting worse. So I think I'm going to have to call it a video at the end of this day. Get it labelled, get it uploading, and give my American audience something to watch before they go to bed, or you know, and then hopefully if I can try and get another couple of hours sleep, I might wake up feeling a bit better, and then maybe good enough to get a second video out today to make up for yesterday. I might even start a new game, do a new playthrough. If any of you have watched it, we finished the Planet Crafter. We escaped the planet, but nobody's left any comments to say whether or not they want to see me go on to another planet or the moon and start again. So I'm assuming that's a no. They don't want to see me do all the same shit again. Unfortunately, Green Hell, I had to stop because I have a cyst right next to my ear, and unfortunately normally it doesn't bother me, but when I'm wearing headphones, and there's not many games I have to wear headphones on, but The Forest is one of them, and that just aggravates my cyst. And I've noticed my cyst has grown about, I don't know, 6 mil. It's gotten like 6 mil sticking out now, and that's just through me wearing headphones, because the headphones puts pressure on it, and now I've got to wait until it gotten a bit bigger and then bursts on its own, and then I can go back to wearing headphones. But Green Hell, you know, it's again, nobody leaving any comments about what they wanted to see me doing in that game, so I was trying to do the 100 days, surviving 100 days in Green Hell, like game days, but I think I'm at about day 37 or 38. I could go all the way to the 100 days. It just means I wouldn't be able to wear my headphones, which then means if I'm running around I can't hear snakes until it's too late. But as I said earlier, there is a video on my channel just labelled my Steam library. I I haven't even done a video showing my Epic Games library because I think I've got something like 250 or 260 games on Steam, and I've got over 300 plus games on Epic Games. So I might have to, when I'm feeling a bit better, I might have to go through my Epic Games library for you lot, and you might see some titles in there you want to see me play. I was thinking about doing Alien Isolation. I think it's Alien Isolation. The only problem with that game is A, I've got to wear my headphones, and B, after about 10-15 minutes of moving around and the creepiness of the game, it really sets my anxiety off. And obviously I don't like feeling the way that I feel, because I get really anxious playing that game, and I've only played about maybe half hour of it, and then I had to stop playing because it was like, nope, I ain't playing this. So if you want to hear me scream like a little bitch, then maybe I'll have to play Alien Isolation. I started Nightingale, but nobody seemed to like that, didn't get any views on it, or maybe one or two. But again, nobody leaves any comments on my videos. I think 94%, according to my analytics, 94% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So, you know, I've got to figure out what you lot want to hear and what you want to watch. I have got Minecraft, but I haven't played it in a while. I've got about 300 or 400 hours in the game. And again, I've had one of my friends who was round last night, who's possibly given me this virus. He said he'd join me in Minecraft because he's got his own private server, and he said he'll join me if he wants to, if I want him to, and we want to have a laugh and have a fuck around, he'll join me. But as for this video at the minute, once these people get out my shop, I'm going to call that a video and go back to bed for a little while and try and get some sleep. And hopefully if I wake up, not have an headache anymore. So as we're waiting for this last person to leave the shop, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave any comments down below for the people that do end up watching this video, because not many of you watch the whole videos, because yeah, I know they're a bit long, but I want you to see the grind in the game, not do all the editing and cutting so that you only see the best bits. You see what the game actually is. Grind, grind, grind. But that's this video done for today. So, yep, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.